Hello everyone, my name is Patricia Aceron, a first year in Bachelor of Science in Business Administration.
Hi everyone, good morning. I'm Shela, Yap-Virtudazo. I'm the Department Chair of the Department of Business and Accounting.
This is Only Takes by LPU Davao. So ma'am, we're here at last. We finally saw each other after 1
so
year.
beautiful.
Thank you so much. And it's funny that we are wearing the same color, even though we did not plan for it today. And I see you're very prepared. You brought your index cards, ma'am.
Just like a teacher, a
Yeah,
normal
just like a
teacher.
But
I always have my props with me.
yes, and of course, it's always important to come prepared.
Yes.
Especially now, we're going to talk about the basics of building a business. Especially now in the pandemic, a lot of business are popping up all over the country. So we need to know the basics on how to prosper and build your business. So we're gonna talk about that today.
Yes, that's true. Okay, so let's start the ball rolling.
So
I'll be the first one to pick.
yeah. Okay.
Oh. First, organizational and management plan.
Organizational. What do you think about
Yeah,
that?
okay. So this is basically the third part of the business plan. So organization and management plan talks about basically how the manager manages the business, the functions of the manager like controlling, staffing, doing managing, leading, etc. In this plan, actually there are different parts of the plan, the entire business plan. In this plan, we can see here the organizational chart, wherein we can see who manages the business and who are the people under them, the managers, or under the CEO, and then the employees. And then we can see in this plan also the HR requirement, wherein we put the salaries, the benefits, at the same time the functions and the job description of the employees. We have this course in operations management. I do not know if you belong to that course.
I do.
So, what can you share about it?
So operations management.
Did you learn?
So basically from the word operations itself. So an important aspect in business, of course, is how we handle operations. So job descriptions. It's important that each and every employee knows their own roles to play in order to build the business in the system. So that's basically what I understood from you.
Yeah, very good. And aside from that, this particular plan also has the types of ownership. May it be sole proprietorship, may it be partnership, cooperative, or corporation. So you as a budding entrepreneur, okay, you might be would like to venture into a sole proprietorship business, or if you have friends to go with you and come up with a business, you can come up with a partnership agreement.
Yes.
Okay. How about you? It's your turn now.
Yeah, it's my turn to Financial plan. Okay.
Financial plan. The most difficult part of the entire business plan is the financial plan, because it is the part wherein we're going to assess whether the business is going to be feasible or not.
Feasible.
Yeah, so in that plan, you will be looking into the financial statements. So what are the financial statements?
I think I forgot, Mom.
Income statement.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're not really fine. You just can't get into it.
Cash flows, statement of owner's equity, and the others. Of course, supporting.
She said it.
Yeah. So you will know how much is the profit, going to be the profit of the business, how much cash are you going to be
If it's gonna profit in the long term.
Yeah. And also part of the financial plan, you need to look into the financial ratios.
Part of it also is capital, right?
Yeah. There are three types of factors of production that we need to consider: the land, the labor, and the capital. So the capital here is more on the financial part. So we need to know how much are we going to put into the business, how much money, how much investment are we going to give to start the business. Basically that. And you need to compute the return on investment.
So basically it's talking about the flow of the money.
Yeah, the flow of the money and how you're going to earn. The ratios will tell you if you're going to earn within 5 years or within 3 years? The return on investment, how many years? And as well as your receivables and your payables. You need to program that and get to know when are you going to be out of cash.
Okay. If it's
Or when-
visible already.
Yeah.
Then,
And of course, the costing, the costing,
Lalo pa yung taxes po, di ba?
yes, the payment of the taxes and
Of course,
registration
government taxes
and
are
etc.
very,
And you need to factor in the cost. Remember the cost of the product or the cost of the
Yes
service.
po.
Yeah, and your markup. And
So,
a lot more. A lot more actually.
That's part of pricing na po.
Yes.
And
And
that will factor into pricing.
ang concern naman of the stockholders here, the main concern is how much are we going to put into the business. And then, with this amount, what will be the outcome? What will be the return?
But for small businesses po, let's say, because we're in a pandemic,
Yes.
so like, I have classmates or
Entrepreneurs.
entrepreneurs, and then I'm really proud of them, for everyone, for finding ways to help their families.
To augment,
this time.
yes.
So, of course, small businesses. Wala pa po yung mga shareholders. wala pa
Yes.
yung-
Just the simple owner, sole proprietor.
Yes. So, what can you say, an advice
Yeah,
for them when they start up?
Okay. You just start small. Okay? Do not aim so high, do not aim so big. Because, you know, if you aim so much high, of course, the fall will be very...
Masakit.
Yeah. So, start with, like, for example, 3,000 to 5,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
That could be not so material in terms of, in the event that you're going to be...
Starting anew.
Yeah.
Especially if you're still new to it.
Especially if you're a student.
Yes. Can I just say an experience?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, my father was willing to give me capital to start my own. I was very happy.
You're lucky.
Yes, not everyone has the opportunity to have that sort of capital kasi malaki yun. And it was a mistake since I had no idea how to start a business.
Yeah.
I just had a product in mind, but I didn't know how to market it. I didn't think about pricing. I didn't think about
The 4 Ps.
target market,
Yeah.
the 40s.
The price,
That was
promotion,
before- That was before the SBA.
Yeah, before you enroll.
Well, the starting of the pandemic, everyone was like, this is an opportunity to sell masks, to medical products. But for me, I sold iPhone cases. So, because I love the iPhone cases, I love to design them, yun. But the capital is very big, and
Yes.
I didn't think about the long-term aspect of it, on how to sell.
You know, the impulse of
Like,
just
yun
doing the
yun, maganda
business.
talaga. Like, the thought of having a business is very, tumataginting. Because
Very inviting.
Because the prospect of money. But what they don't talk about is the efforts you have to put in
Yes.
para maka-so ka. Hindi ka pwede maging passive, kumbaga. So you have to work on it, work hard on it, earn money para makahanap ng sales, ganun. So, yun.
Basically, the business plan is similar to a blueprint.
Yes, yes.
Just like an architect or an engineer, they're doing that. They're having a blueprint for the building. That's our blueprint in business. We need to have our business plan
From
so
start
that
to
we will
finish.
know that the business is going to be sustainable in the future, not only for just a limited period of time.
Yes.
Although we would want to avail or take advantage of whatever the trend is.
Yes.
You're selling online, we can do that, but you cannot really you're not really assured of the sustainability, the long
Long-term
term.
plans of it.
Yeah. So maybe if you want a business for 6 to 8 months, that's okay. But then again, if you want a longer period of doing your business, then you really need to have that well thought of plan for you.
Yun nga po, like my mother told me it's important to put a timetable on things and everything, especially if you're doing a business.
And you really need to have a research about it.
Yes, yes,
No?
yes.
Marketing research.
Yes, marketing research po.
Segmentation.
Market segmentation.
Remember?
Demographics.
Yeah.
No, we have to do that, but yun.
You had that principles in marketing
Marketing.
video where you discuss about the
Basics,
the
the
basic
basics.
of marketing, and now you're learning.
Yeah, now na.
And I would like to see you applying that in your business.
Yes, yes.
Bring it
In the
into
next
this, or
business venture
Yeah.
that I can do better this time.
There's always a trial and error thing.
Yun nga po. So, if ever like you're in business and it's not doing well, please don't give up. Yan ang mga advice ko. Do not give up that easily. Try.
But if you fail, it's okay to stand up again.
Yeah, just learn from that failure. Do not make that mistake.
I've been to different businesses, different types of businesses already. But, you know, at a certain point in time, you realize, oh, I'm not doing this good. This decision is not helping me. So, I might as well stop this business. It's not
As
working.
early as possible pa.
Yeah.
Hindi pa-
You try to venture a different,
Yes po.
different.
When it comes to business, there are a lot of possibilities.
Yeah. Oh, production
plan now.
Okay. So like what I said, there are 3 factors of production. What are those? The land,
The land.
labor, and capital. So land is where you're going to establish your business, or the location, may it be. And then the labor will be the manpower, the personnel. And the capital will be?
Starting. The money. The money aspect.
In your case, you have your capital.
Yeah, I have the capital.
How about your land and labor?
Labor was a problem. I had only myself.
You're the manager. You're the worker.
Yung pang-feel.
You're the assistant.
Ako yung
And you're everything. You're doing what?
So that was a mistake kasi I can only reach so far in terms of
To the limit.
so far, so I need people.
At a certain point, you reach your saturation
Yes,
point,
yes.
and then you start to decline. I don't like this business
Parang
anymore.
ikaw na lang
I'm getting tired.
Yun nga po, hindi.
Are you being paid? Are you paying yourself that time during those periods?
Yung earnings ko po, like, ano pa siya, hindi pa ako maka-break even, ganyan.
So that means there's no salary for the managing, for the work that you're doing.
Yeah, like,
Okay.
I feel like it's more on experience.
You lack that a certain part of that.
Yes,
You need to have a certain reward for the owner
Yes.
of the business.
I feel like it's long term,
But it happens to for the startups. It happens.
Okay.
You don't pay yourself. You don't give a salary to yourself at the beginning.
At the
But,
beginning pa kasi.
eventually, as the business
Flourishes.
yes, then that's the time you need to give yourself a pay.
Relax. Relax na.
Baka naman you're going to consume everything for your travel.
Yun nga po, like yung
And then you forgot, I have enough capital too.
Yun yung sabi ni Dad, like, may earnings, pero parang mas lumalamang yung mga leisure time ko, maglaag-laag.
More, and then you forget about the business.
And, yun po. Kasi hindi na siya ang cost. Cost is really
That's not
important.
that's not the major.
Yeah, that. Pero you need to keep an eye out on your cost na hindi maglalamang sa earnings.
Yeah. But then you tend to forget kasi you are enjoying. Okay, in production plan, kidding aside, in production plan, there are items that you need to take into consideration. For example, inventory. That's very important because there lies the wastages and the costs related to inventory. So that will mean you really need to look into that detail. Yung na-monitor mo yung inventory kasi doon ka malulugi. No? Also, you need to look into the quality of the products or the quality of the service. Because it's not enough that you just deliver the product. You need to make sure that the product is of really a standard quality.
Yes.
That it really is going to help
To
people.
maintain din customer loyalty.
Yeah. It's not only delivering the product or the service. We also have we talk about capacity. Capacity, when you talk about production plan, capacity in terms of the machines. How many are the machines going to produce?
So this is like manufacturing.
Yeah, how many hours will the machine be functioning? Kasi you need to work within the doable number of outputs. So you do not overwork your machines or
Because ano pa yan, you have to have a system
Maintenance.
na siya mag-overheat.
yeah, so para din tao, diba?
Yes,
You cannot
yes.
let the people overwork.
Kasi
Or else you're going to
quality
pay.
ng product.
Yeah, you're going to pay overtime, and of course the efficiency, the productivity is not the same compared to working 8 to 5 and being productive.
Well, yeah, it applies to people talaga when
Yeah.
they're burnt out.
Actually, the most important factor among all the factors of production is the labor.
Why would you say that?
Because Land, you can control the processing of it. Capital, you can control. But people, you cannot. Because there are people of different attitudes, behaviors.
True.
It's difficult, although you have rules, you have policies to guide them, but then again, sometimes there are these
Mahirap.
people who are deviant.
Yes, well, we cannot do
Yeah, we cannot control all the time the movements, the actions, the productivity
Because
level.
they are not robots.
Yes.
People have their own.
That's why you
can
need
make their own decisions.
A little bit more understanding.
Yes. Little more
And it's
impatient.
difficult to hire people.
Yes.
Look for the right people to man your business.
Yes, well, I think.
Like what we said, you're just the owner, and at the same time you are the worker, because it's difficult also to look for
Yes,
us.
well, because of course there's the issue about sino mag-trust mo.
Yes, number one, trust.
Issues
Next,
experience before.
Capabilities. Are they able to do the job properly? Or if not, then they'll just do
Slacking.
it.
So why are you paying him or her?
Yeah.
Slacking
Then you're
siya.
going to have a
Diba?
headache.
Yes, yes.
Diba?
We like a lot of business owners.
And do not forget the absences, the issues on tardiness.
Yes.
Diba? And then you're paying them the right
They're
salary.
saying yung time na wala sila, you're already paying for that time.
And then you
But
can
they're
come to
not
think of
there.
it, you're doing their job.
Yes, well, because sometimes if you assign them something but they didn't do it right, so in the end, ikaw pa rin nagsasalo.
If the need arises, you need to work.
Ikaw pa rin nagsasalo. So, yun, capabilities
Yeah.
and personality din po.
Yeah, personality
HR.
is part of the entire package. You need to have that. Siyempre kung pwede yung pleasing
Makihalo.
personality.
Yes, oh, yes. Oh.
Ready to join the group.
To be honest, that will affect the workplace po. Ang personality talaga, ang vibe. So, some would say, ang vibe.
How are you going to relate to other people?
Yan po, yes, yes. Hindi talaga yan. Yan talaga yung office drama. Sa mga big
Even
corporations.
in your classes, diba? With your classmates,
Yes.
you have your group.
Yeah.
You have your meetings, and then you will notice one person is
Meron
not-
talagang mag-segregate.
You know?
Actually, this online class po, since hindi man kami nagkikita, so it's understandable na we're not close. To be honest, ngayon,
You're virtually close.
virtually close. So, may mga times mga misunderstandings kasi, of course, it's hard to communicate online.
Yeah.
Personalities will start to show and yan, chika-chika na yan, drama-drama na. So, I guess that's part of a workplace.
That's why I want to have the
Real world.
face-to-face classes
Yes.
again.
Oh.
Because I want to have. I don't know, we're going out of the topic.
But it's fine, it's fine. Marketing.
Oh, that's go.
Marketing plan.
We have the marketing mix, which includes the 4 Ps. What are the 4 Ps?
Ma-answer ko na.
Go!
Product, price, place, and promotion.
Very good. So those are the elements that you need to look into to come up with your marketing plan and your marketing research as well.
Yes.
So you need to understand the needs and wants of
Your customers, target consumers.
very good. Kaya ito line of
You know? Wow! Wow! Di mo sa tsabala.
ano ba tayo? Flat one? Okay, go ahead. Explain about marketing. So you need to know there's a certain market situational analysis. You need to look into the market, the
Marketing
people.
environment.
Yes, the environment, the players in the market, and you need also don't forget the economics here, the demand and supply. Oh, you're just nodding.
Ngayon kasi, ang maisip ko talaga, of course, pandemic.
Yes.
So, there's one thing, we're both thinking na demand ng mga people.
Yeah, and the supply of the suppliers.
There's supplies. Pero, yun, about, sa business namin, it's medical supplies. So, of course, in demand siya. Who would have thought na, this year, last year, mask would be a very good business to go into mask, medical supplies, PPE,
Alcohol.
Who would have thought, diba?
Face shield.
So it's important to know about the market.
Yeah. So in the marketing plan, you need to look into the behavior of the consumers, buying behavior,
Right.
the pattern. So you get to feed them the right product at the right
What
time.
they need.
Yeah. And then you need to segment the market. No? Segmentation is very important. Profiling them, like for example, adult or young ones, or what are the preferences, etc. That's it, basically. And do the marketing research. In marketing plan, you need to know the demand and the supply.
Yes.
Because you need to look into the gap between the demand and supply, and that's a point where you can join the market or you cannot join the market. So, do you have a share of the market or baka wala naman talaga? You're just imagining it. So, it has to be really thoroughly analyzed, understood. Okay, and the last one.
Business idea. So, itong pinaka-basic. So, you wouldn't have a business
Without your
without
wonderful idea.
without your product in mind.
Yeah, there's a thing of ideation.
Or service.
Ideation is a process of developing at the same time conveying your idea to the people.
Yes.
So it's not enough that you think of a certain business. It's not enough. You need to relay that. Or there's a certain part of implementing that business. Because if it's not implemented, then it's useless.
Yes.
And also in the business opportunities or ideas, you need to consider innovation. Oh, what's innovation?
Starting something new.
Yeah.
Creating the need.
Yeah, creating the need, or if there's an existing product, you look for something.
Improving it.
Yeah, very good. Galing.
Pero yes,
Meron na ako.
there's si mom talaga ma-supportive ka.
Very supporting mommy.
Pero yes, innovation is very important. Since, of course, karaming competitors na, if you have a lot of competitors, what makes your product different? What makes your product unique from them? Why would the consumers choose your product rather than yung old ones?
Yes.
So,
So make your product different from the other products in the market.
make it unique.
That's differentiation.
Differentiation.
Oh, you are differentiated.
Yes, po. So basically, yun yung
You package yourself differently.
market it well.
I think you're doing it right.
Alright.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
From head to toe.
From head to toe. Nagpining pa tayo.
Diba? You need also to look into the current trends. The trends in the market. Ano yung uso? Ano ba uso ngayon sa inyo?
TikTok. Mom, you can burn in TikTok.
Yeah, I heard.
Oh my God.
No?
People think of TikTok like, TikTok dancing. No, a lot of people have.
There's more to it.
Yes, I found lawyers there, attorneys.
Yeah, I would love to try.
Yes, doing lessons, giving out lessons there, and like, what? So TikTok has really
So I'm now going to
expanded.
be called a TikToker?
Pwede na, ma'am. If you want, I can create an account.
No. I'll think about it.
Pero yan,
What else? What are the trends now?
Shopee.
Yeah, online selling,
Shopee, yes,
clothes,
online
bags,
selling.
shoes.
Plantita.
I'm not a certified, but I'm trying.
Diba? So we're slowly trying. Kasi grabe yung mga plantitas, maabot 15,000,
Yeah.
10,000. Like, can you think?
A rare plant would cost about 20,000, 30,000.
Yes. So the opportunity, especially if you're a green thumb, like ano.
But I'm not gonna buy that much for a plant. I'm going to put it in a business.
Business na po, guys.
In my side, more on events organizing, dissertation assistance, like that, and
More academics.
academics, yes. More on guiding students on how to come up with their feasibility plan.
Yes, a lot of people need it.
Yeah, especially now that it's easier for them to enroll online and do the masteral thing, the doctoral thing. So, but they need people to guide them.
But it's still hard online.
Yeah, there are perks, and at the same time there are drawbacks.
As a teacher po, do you have adjust ka na po?
I'm adjusted now. Okay. So,
Thank you, ma'am, for your
Nice.
This is our first time seeing each other.
I'm happy
And
to
I'm
see
happy. I hope you guys learned a lot from this talk. I wish you luck in your business.
I hope you will start your business as soon as possible. Do not waste your time.
Don't be scared to fail.
Yeah. There's always a chance to learn.
So again, my name is Patricia Aceron from first year BSBA.
I'm Shela Yap-Virtudazo, Department Chair of Department of Business and Accountancy.
And this is OG Takes by LPU Davao.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye! Thank you!
God bless.